there, my name is Jennifer Hills and I'm the Director of Youth and Christian Education here at St. John's Lutheran Church. And I'm here today to talk to you about the approach to stewardship as part of our 2021 stewardship campaign. I'm here at the back of our sanctuary here at St. John's, right by what is known as our original baptismal font. This is the one that was with this building, this particular space, since it opened. And this is the font where both my daughters were baptized and came into God's family. And maybe your children or you yourself were baptized here too. But baptism is the approach, is that the way that we come into the family of God. It's through these waters that we are cleansed and reborn as children of God. In our gospel lesson for last Sunday, we heard about blind Bartimaeus who approached Jesus for a miracle. Jesus and his followers were on their way up from Jericho to Jerusalem, preparing for the Passover. Jesus knew why he was going to Jerusalem. He was going there to die, to pay for the sins of all of creation. But on his way there, as he was approaching the city, approaching his coronation on the cross, Bartimaeus heard that Jesus was coming. He smelled the dust that was kicked up along the road. And in boldness, Bartimaeus approaches Jesus and asks, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." When the people who are with Jesus hear Bartimaeus' request, they rebuke him and tell him to be quiet and to leave Jesus alone. He has more important things to do. But Bartimaeus persists and he cries out again, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." And Jesus hears Bartimaeus and calls him to him and heals Bartimaeus. And Jesus calls each one of us to him too through the waters of baptism. And that's how each one of us are healed, not from a physical blindness, but from a spiritual blindness of sin. You know, when we look at approaching to stewardship, we have to remember our baptism. We have to remember the grace and the mercy that we receive through these cleansing waters. And when we look at stewardship, how we manage God's gifts of time, talent, and treasure, it must come from an approach of grace. You know, we don't do it out of obligation or to get some kind of favor or reward or even recognition for our generosity. We do it out of grace because of what Jesus has first given us. We do it with joy that we are called to be part of God's kingdom, to be workers in God's kingdom as we expand and grow God's ministry and his kingdom here on earth. In our time and our location here in Alexandria, Virginia. It's with joy that we approach stewardship. So this fall, as we wrap up our stewardship campaign, I hope you remember Bartimaeus. I hope you remember all that Jesus has given you. And I hope joy flows out of you like living water and you are able to approach stewardship with grace.